Welcome to the motherfucking Gentlemen's Talk podcast. Like I said, we be everywhere in motherfucking Hartford. Today on the motherfucking podcast, we bringing back one of my biggest homies. For those that don't know, he was in a group home with me, Connecticut Junior Republic in East Hartford, CJR, off of Burnside. They probably shut down, but when we was around and we was young, like y'all young little niggas, we were in that group home, and he was one of the realest dudes in the motherfucking group home. Boss type nigga, always had a plan, and I respect him. Shout out to Moises Melendez for coming down and be on the motherfucking Gentlemen's Talk podcast. And we about to tap right in and ask the man some questions and see where he been in the last 10 years. Cause I don't think I've seen my bro in like 10 years. But I saw him one day, and it's good to see that he's back around. So, love the big homie, love all my people. Subscribe and also share the content. Alright, so Morris, we about to tap into the Gentlemen's Talk podcast. The first question, give us a little background on who you are, bro.
Obviously my name is Moises Melendez, born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut. You know, been through DCF, been through residentials, been through Long Lane, MOI, did it all, up and down childhood. But I always had a motivation, you know. I've been in CJR group home.
Yes. Rest in peace to Dan Jones, too, big homie.
Rest in peace. Thank you very much, Dan Jones. Appreciate it. Love you.
Appreciate you, too. Don, too, yo.
Bruce. All of them.
Facts.
Sandra,
all y'all. We grown now. So we gonna tap into the next question. Do you have any jail stories?
I got a couple, but it's not really stories. It's just time.
Give us a jail experience that you went through, that you seen some shit that you want young kids not to go through.
So I'm 16, turning 17, and I'm in the group home. I literally can remember this. Chuck could probably remember this when we was younger.
Facts.
I went to MOI probably for 6 months while I was in high school, and I was in I believe C block or D block, one of those two. And there was a situation that there was a new inmate that came into a room with another inmate. So one is Puerto Rican, the other one is black. I'm not paying no mind. Now, you know, I'm starting to remember certain people around the facility, because believe it or not, you grew up in the system, you're gonna stay in the system.
And you ain't lying about that.
I was trying. So in my mind, that's when I learned that day that I gotta break it, because I was in Hartford detention. Half of the people I was in Hartford detention were in there. So I'm like, wow. So all the people that I was raising telling me, like, yo, you don't want to be statistic. That was coming to my head, like, this is gonna be the last time I'm ever coming back.
That's a fact.
So I'm coming out my room eating breakfast. Something happened last night, a whole commotion, people fighting. Found out, caution tape around the inmate's room, trying to find out that it was not even fighting. There was a whole sexual thing going on. You've been there for so long that
that's crazy.
Niggas starting to be, no problem being gay, but you know, you lose yourself, and it's sad, you know?
That's deep right there. Young boys, pay attention. He's just telling y'all some real shit for those that think it's cool to get caught up with the police or whatever the fuck y'all think is cool, instead of being successful and being outside for a purpose. I pulled up on my man for a purpose. The purpose was my man to do a fucking podcast and tap into his man's frequency and build. Man is supposed to build whatever the fucking field you're in. And I know y'all probably don't like my language. I'm being myself, and this is me. And if y'all don't like it, fuck y'all.
Yeah,
but I still love y'all anyway. Alright, so next question. I don't know if you heard about the Keefy D situation with Tupac. Tupac basically got kind of caught up with Keefy D in Death Row. Small story short, Keefy D was one of the OGs that had something to do with his nephew killing Tupac. And how do you build about a man, an OG or a family member, sending his nephew or his family member to kill a star in general? How do you feel about things like that?
What I felt about it is being a father. It comes down to being a follower in that whole industry. I'm a little kid, so I was probably like 6 or 7 when he died. So
fact, me too.
But you want to be down and following other people. You trying to make easy money all the time. You always gotta. Somebody always gonna use you.
That's a fact.
In that game, so they're not going to jail. You're going to go to jail. So at the end of the day, you're not going to rat, but you're going to look like a rat. You're going to risk your life for somebody that don't give a fuck about your life. I give a fuck about my life.
Me too.
I have 2 beautiful kids, and I'm not going to risk everything I got to do something for somebody else. It's not important. Like, that whole situation, I feel bad. Rest in peace to Tupac. Rest in peace to Biggie. All, you know. But the rap game, I feel like that shit all twisted from the beginning. Like,
you ain't lying.
Since the 90s.
You ain't lying.
That whole shit with Diddy, all that gay shit, man. We knew that shit growing up. Like, this shit
and Diddy's still doing gay shit nowadays. This shit ain't changed. Alright, so we're gonna tap into the next question. What does family mean to you?
Me, everything, you know. Tap
into it, Moises.
Family means sacrifice.
Facts.
I feel like you have to sacrifice everything. When I first had my son, I had to start thinking about my life. Like, my life was not more. Like, it kind of sucks. I was like putting my life in pause for him to make sure he has a better upbringing than me. I didn't want him to fall into a DCF group home. I want him to be raised by his father.
Shit that we went through.
Yeah, because I didn't get raised by my father. I was
me either, Moises. I was with you, bro.
Nah, I know. But it's just crazy that I kept that promise to my kids. I'm going to keep it. But I have issues with my baby mother, but we still together 16 years.
And that's what fucking matters.
And more. I tell everybody it's not perfect.
That's gangster shit.
I tell you it's not perfect. Like, if you can't argue with your girl once a day, then it's not a relationship. I argue with my girl once a day, but at the end of the day, we sleep together.
And y'all won.
Yeah, it's a partnership. It's not just about y'all gotta have a goal, and my goal is to leave a legacy for my kids and make sure they have a better head start. Because they're talking about the retirement for them are 80. I don't want my kids working till they're 80 for nobody, and I want to make sure they have property and their credit's up to par when they start going to school. Because when they're going to school and making money from property, they're straight.
Nah, niggas ain't talking how Moises is talking.
Nah, you have kids, man. That's the only thing you're going to leave behind. That's your bloodline.
You ain't lying. Alright, so how do you feel about the LGBT community being in the schools? That means the gay community being inside the schools, and the schools allowing that to be like that.
I have an issue, but I don't have an issue with like the people. It was just like, it's forcing kids. Even Disney Channel doing it. I see it with my kids. I be watching TV.
Facts.
And it's a shame. Like, I be like some cartoons I understand it, but I feel like now it's flooded.
Yep.
The kids. Like, if you could do that certain shit in school, you should be allowed to do certain other shit in school. You know, it's just kids shouldn't be worrying about that. Right now, they shouldn't be worried about
kids playing with toys.
Nah, not being kids, making sure, believe it or not, making sure being a better future for just your human race and for the planet.
Oh, facts. Oh, okay.
Nah,
I was gonna say being a kid.
I tell my kids that.
I was gonna say, well, have fun because I want to have fun.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
I know you want to have fun all your life.
Not my whole life, but I want to have fun.
Yeah, but you can have fun by
be responsible. Always be responsible first. What inspires your work ethic?
My work ethic?
Yep.
That it's not enough. I could do better. I'm always challenging myself. No matter what, I could be good, having money in my pocket, bills to pay. I'm not satisfied.
Facts.
It's not about having all the money in the world. It's just I want success.
Facts. You're very wise, Moises.
You're not wise. It's just I learned.
You're a working gangster. Shout out to the working gangsters out here, cause a lot of people think only drug dealers are gangsters. They're all types of gangsters. White collar gangsters. He's a working gangster and he's official. Trust that. All right, next question. Relationship questions. What's relationship questions? What's one worst thing a man can do being with a woman that don't like him?
I tell the man, keep it moving. Fuck it. As long as you don't have no kids with that girl, you still have control of your life. Once you do that, it's like you're having a kid with this girl. You got the opportunity. She got the opportunity to put you on top. So it's just a lot of other shit, and it's just you just got to make sure you cover yourself in all bases. You got your own shit. You're not relying on her like your fuck. Because at the end of the day, As long as you got your shit together, I tell you, you got your bread, my nigga. There's gonna be a girl out there that's gonna see that.
And she gonna want that.
That's the girl you should let it fall in your life. You know, understand her. Maybe you gotta make sure she's your type of girl, pretty and all, but all beautiful girls got their own agenda. They want the easy takeaway out too.
All girls got their agenda. All women. On my mama.
Like, I'm not trying to say like all bad, because I'm happy about my wife, but you know, I see a lot of other women out here, and it's just sad what they doing to other people, other men.
Yeah, fucking lying.
But it goes with responsibility too. Like, young as hell, and they're not ready to be in a relationship. Forcing yourself to have kids and shit. It's just
all types of weird shit. Shit I used to do when I was
like, if you're
young.
gonna have sex with condoms. That's the whole point of
condom.
Or just keep yourself from getting STD.
On top of that, pull out.
Yeah, but just have a condom. It's just safer for everybody. But
you ain't lying. So we're gonna tap into the next question. Is college for everybody?
No, I ain't never went to college. I work for the post office.
Back, shout out to the post office.
I got a second job. I'm about to buy my house. You know? I got my CDL permit. You know, it's other ways around it. You just got to do your homework, you know. And sometimes I just didn't want to waste. I wanted to go to school, but I also wanted to go to the Air Force. And when I applied for the Air Force, I passed the test, but I couldn't join because I had a tattoo. And it wasn't gang affiliated, it was under my arm, so it was kind of fucked up at that scene. I wasn't going to go for the Marine, because I want to go to the Air Force, get into technology, then do Secret Service, you know, make a statement, but I still could do it, you know. I was thinking about going to the Navy before I was going to the post office, but the post office hit me up before the Navy.
That's hard.
So I'm focused. I was more focused on my family, because I was going through a situation that I was homeless. Like, you know, I had to put my kids, and I had to do, but I found a way out without going to the military. And I don't have no shame. I still want to do it to this day. You know, I love America, but you know, it got the ups and downs.
Facts.
And as long as there's people willing to make good changes around, I'm always for it. You know,
that's all that fucking matters. All right, so Moises, are you single? The world wants to know: are you single?
No, I'm not.
Y'all ladies, y'all can't have him.
No.
He said it on the web. This, as we were saying, Moises is not single. So shout out to the man being wifed up, married.
I'm not married.
Well, he's not married, but you know, he's trending in the great direction.
Y'all know what I mean. Alright, so how do you feel about the minimum wage in the state of Connecticut being $14 to $15 an hour, and people got to survive off that shit?
I feel like as a state, y'all raised the price after COVID. Y'all raised the price after everything. I feel like you should raise the price of minimum wages and other jobs. It's just only right, because I see it now, and I'm getting a second job to make sure I when I'm jumping in my house that I'm not falling behind, because I'm not gonna lose nothing. I want to make money.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I want extra bread. I like working on my cars. I want to start taking my cars to the tracks.
Okay.
And shit, right.
Well, we respect that. He tapped into that. So do you believe in our local politicians in Connecticut? I gotta hear what he say about this one.
I can't really say yes or no, because I really don't follow it. I felt like I gave up because, you know, the people that needs to be in the office are not in it. And I felt like these politicians gotta be more for the community, like every day. I know they be in the office, but
I don't feel like they outside, but they say they want to help this city, but they're not outside pulling up on people, really doing. They do it like when they feel
asking questions.
They feel like they do it when it's voting time. That's the only time you see them pop up, or when they want something from society to approve a bill. And as y'all being politicians, I'm just saying.
I just see more stuff being built for like businesses, as in businesses for like, for instance, you got Parkville Market. It's just a bunch of restaurants.
Yeah, another way to make Americans and people that don't understand life broke.
Yeah, instead of putting like more places for kids, like a place.
People that they can learn some shit,
Yeah.
like the shit that they can teach additional technology teaching, shit that can develop their own personal skills to make them an entrepreneur, so they don't have to punch a clock. Or if you want to punch a clock, you can, because there's nothing wrong with punching a clock for those that do it.
Yeah.
But if you're smart
A
enough,
place where you can learn life skills, you
Life
know, getting
skills.
ready for the real world.
yeah, and there's opportunities like that for us to teach these people, and people like Moises are telling their story, and there's more people like Moises y'all see that's on our YouTube channel that want to be a better person in society and do what we do. Three Good Brothers stands for being mentors to society, showing the world that we all, no matter what background, what color, it's not even a color thing, that you can be the worst, you could come from the shittiest background, and you could become something, and people gonna respect that because you were dedicated. One of my biggest quotes is dedication and hard work beats talent every day, and stay the fuck out of trouble. Because how could you be successful if you're in trouble? And I ain't mean to cut Moises off, but that's like a touchy topic, so I had to just tap into that. All right, next question. Moises, what is your favorite thing to cook, or can you cook?
Hell yeah, cook.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Yeah, you should know this question.
I forgot.
Remember.
It's been
Bruce taught me.
It's been
what
like-
we used to eat all the time.
Chicken parm?
No, come on.
I forgot. Steak?
No, shrimp scampi.
Oh, bussin'. Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, no,
That is
you
my
forgot.
favorite.
You forgot. That's fucked up.
That's my favorite to eat.
Yeah, but you should
But I
remember
forgot.
I was the one that was cooking it at the group home, you
Well,
dumbass.
Yeah, Moises make the best shrimp scampi out there in the group home. Shout out to Moises doing that.
I'm
I
out there
forgot.
Italian, but
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Bruce, yo. Wherever Bruce at. If Bruce dead, rest in peace to Bruce. If he ain't dead,
nah,
we love
I
you,
don't
Bruce.
think I seen him.
Alright,
He was tired.
who's your favorite NFL team?
Oh, New York Giants always, even though we had a sucky year.
Okay.
I just feel like it could be better.
How do you-
We need a line and a quarterback, because I said that was not a quarterback. I don't know, they got too much faith in this dude. They paid him too much and he got hurt.
Facts. Okay, we're gonna tap into the next question. How do you feel about Black History Month being the shortest month out of all the months?
I don't think it should be a month.
What is you honest?
It shouldn't be a month to acknowledge my history. You should know your history all the time.
That's a fact, though. How do you feel about the child support system?
I'm lucky I ain't never got it. I feel it's like
He lucky. I'm on it. I'm in that system.
it sucks, bro. And that's all I'm telling. I'm just saying to all these younger kids, y'all would get sexually active, make sure y'all covered. Don't let a girl get y'all pregnant, and it just focus on making sure you're financially stable to take care of a child. That was my mistake, and I'm learning from it every day. But I'm happy I'm where I'm at.
Facts.
If it wasn't for the struggle, like I wouldn't have been proud of myself. It sucks. But I look at it, it's like it's not the perfect ending, so it's gonna be the perfect ending, and I know it.
That's a fact, though. I respect it. All right. So, have you ever met anybody famous?
Yeah, a couple of people.
Name one of the famous people you met.
I met Saquon Barkley in the camp in the summer. You know where you go in the summer camp?
Oh shit.
Yeah. So this guy that I know, that big ass, I worked with in the post office, he big ass Johnsville. I went to the training camp.
That's cool,
You
bro.
see him? Yeah.
That's what's up. Shout out to Saquon. Moises got to meet you.
I got his jersey, but not
Shout-
signed.
shout
I
out
can
to
get it signed from my boy at work.
Shout out to Saquon. Moises met you, yo. Moises Melendez, yo. Come get this man some
Mm.
tickets, yo. Stop playing with him.
Probably don't remember. You know how many motherfuckers he remember?
Well, if he watched this video, if it's streaming, they watch it. Hopefully, he get to tap into it. Shout out to Three Good Brothers too. Life questions: is there levels in success in life?
Yeah. It's just you're learning from your mistakes. Don't make them over. Gather all the knowledge you can from older people because they've been through it.
And they've been alive longer. Those that are still living. There's a reason that they're living.
And don't be scared to learn. That's the whole point.
And
It's gonna be hard, but it's like playing a sport. You gotta practice to be good. So
Facts.
you gotta practice at everything.
Facts. Okay, next question. How do you feel about young kids killing themselves in our generation? Taking their lives. Young youth.
I feel sad. Like, you know, I was part of it, and that's why I try to I teach my kids different ways. You know, not to being bullied. You know, not to be like be a punk to anything in school, defend yourself, but not going around and bullying kids or being a follower because he's cool and stuff like that. Man, y'all focusing on wrong shit, and that's what I'm saying. The government or politics is taking advantage of that. That's why they getting away with the shit they do, because our youth is not really focusing on it. We all got kids that want to be a president. I wanted to be a president. I wanted to be somebody because I was into civics in high school. Like that's why I wanted to go to the Air Force, because I have that background. But I had kids, and that's where you think I didn't want to be on top spot. I didn't want to. So I had to put my life in pause, and that's where you gotta learn. Like, is that more important? You're gonna have all that when you are successful. What not the responsibility to take care of a kid if you know how to use a rubber?
He ain't lying.
Or getting a vasectomy, you know.
He giving y'all jewels.
But you find the right girl, stay with that girl, you know.
Build something, yo. As men, we supposed to be building. I pulled up on my bro to build. He was all like, bro, what we doing? He don't even know, but he love it. And this is a great experience. He gonna remember this shit. And when it drops, I hope he go watch that shit.
Hell yeah, always.
You know? Last question. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Like, to live?
Or just anywhere. It could be to travel, to live, anywhere in the world.
There's not one place. I want to go. When I retire, I want to travel all over the world.
So give us some places you gonna go when you retire.
I want to go to Europe.
Okay.
I want to go to Asia. I want to go to Russia. I want to go to India. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to South America. South America and Africa, those are like the origin of civilization around there. It's just I like history real a lot.
I love history too.
So I feel like religion is bullshit now. So
I feel the same.
And
they teach you what they want to teach, not the right things to teach.
Yeah, like the information that I grew up on.
It's not the information they're teaching now.
No, so like you could look at it, our religion was forced on people to control people, and it's kind of fucked up.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say I'm Catholic, you know. I believe in a higher power, but it's not like
I do too.
God. It's just, if you look at it, it's just I be watching some guy podcast. He just put me on, but it's true. But I was learning as a little kid, like he's right, and I understand what he's saying. Like there's aliens like that, but the people's not aliens. Like aliens that manipulate our DNA 350,000 years ago. Like you gotta look at small shit like that, understand that. And that's when your mind open up, and that's where the third eye comes from. Now you're not stuck thinking a certain way because you're forced on a religion. No, I learned about being a good person no matter what, and helping somebody else. Why would you always want to bring other people down? You want to bring other people up because you want to bring this race up. No matter, it's not just one color; it's the whole race, the whole planet.
Facts. I think this is one of the powerful interviews we ever had on the top podcast.
I like the shade. It's just
And he official, yo. When y'all tap into this, he official. And hopefully, y'all, like I say, y'all go support, all everybody that whatever the career you choose in life, just be dedicated. Dedication and hard work, you're gonna win. And like I said, shout out to the big homie, one of the big homies I know that I was in the group home with him. I came in there after. We used to go at it at basketball. I ain't gonna lie. We used to go at it at basketball. Me and Moises, I ain't gonna lie. Like those are the great old days. He took us, pool hopping over there in East Hartford, yo. We ran down the stairs. My scary ass at the time, it wasn't built like that. Boy was like, "Come on, bro." He's like, "Fuck all that shit, nigga." It was late night, so we can say it now because Connecticut Junior Republic is closed over there in East Hartford, off of Burnside. If y'all don't believe it, like you can go see the house. Drive down the street. I think it's 55, some shit like that. But anyways, we used to play basketball out there, me and Moises. And I'm talking about me and him used to go hard.
Yeah. Heavy rival competition.
This is the competition.
Nah, it was just I was playing I wanted to play for the basketball team, but I wasn't gonna I know I was a good player.
Facts.
Yeah,
Shoot that tray ball.
I ain't gonna send nobody dick to play basketball. I just, you know, and if I would have been more dedicated, I think I would have made it. But I look other ways out. This a jack of all trades, a master of none.
Facts. Bullshit. Alright, yo, we out of here. Like I said, make sure y'all motherfucking subscribe to the Three Good Brothers on YouTube. Hit motherfucking Allen Productions. We got mad music coming out all the way to motherfucking January. We got mad podcasts with OGs, official people I came up with that y'all don't even know that was around, been around.